Here is my Cultivate What Matters 2026 Power Sheets. This is an all-inclusive goal planner and it is stunning. It's so beautiful. The quality that they always have for these planners always just makes me so happy. They have this beautiful cover that's never really changed. This looks very much like it did when I started using Power Sheets in 2020. And I've used them through 2023, and I've taken a couple of years off to try some other things, but I'm going back to my good old favorite, and I'm very excited about it. This is the, again, Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets. Now, the Cultivate has many different brands associated under that umbrella. They have many different types of planners under that umbrella, but I've chosen this one, and it is gorgeous. This is the green color. And the box that it came in is super functional, super fun, and it's great for storage long term. It does have this oversleeve, and I wonder if this also changes with the color that you actually purchase. So there's plenty of colors out there. There's this beautiful soft blue, there's a berry color, and then they have their floral that is encompassing all of these different colors. I've chosen the green because that is one of my favorite colors. So let's go ahead and open this up. It seems to me that this coil is slightly smaller than what it has been in the past when I was an affiliate way back then. And as we open it up, it's just a breath of fresh air. Look at this. It's just so stunning. It does come with some freebies. I did put the freebie that it comes with. This is the postcard it comes with, and it goes on the top of your box, and it creates the life you love. And it's a nice little sentiment from Team Cultivate. Gorgeous. And then there's two of these gold foiled cards, What Matters Most, and then My Word of the Year, and they're foiled. And then it has a great little foiled, that's the traditional logo there, Year at a Glance. This is stunning. Well done. And then they do offer you one set of sticker sheets. So that is what's included in this great little pocket right up front. This is the cover of one of those power sheets that you have the option. Looking at it now, I probably would have enjoyed this very much, but I do love this pop of green around the edge. It just is so colorful. I'm gonna go ahead and put those back in there and we'll get started. It does have this beautiful floral design here, colors, but this is just so pretty, and it's foiled right as well. There is a lot of words and verbiage in here. I highly suggest you take some time out to read all of this. It really does set the tone for your year. I love this so much because it is a path, it's a journey, it's about progress, and Cultivate understands that with using this planner, the way it's made makes you want to be in it from a visual standpoint. I love how gorgeous they are. There is a neutral color, which is the color of one of those leaves, where that's the outside cover, and then the tabs are neutral too. So if you aren't a fan of all of this color and graphics, that might be something for you to think about. The interior pages have not changed with the neutral color. It's just the tabs and the outside. So here's our journey. We're going to write our name, work on our goals, break down our goals, select a word of the year, and get started committing to what you want to have for your goal. The fun thing about this, it feels like a game board to me almost. You would think that these would be in order, but it jumps like in Chutes and Ladders where you go this way, and that's how it's broken down. It's kind of like a road. Very good visualization in that way. And then brainstorm your year ahead. This is a great place where you can put a vision board, write whatever you want, brainstorm your year ahead and whatever device you'd like to use it. Then come alive again. What do you want to cultivate in the new year ahead? Of course, cultivating what matters. The whole idea of Cultivate is making sure that you prepare your ground for sowing seeds and for proper growth. Name what fires you up, cover your new passions, What makes you happy in life. That's a great place for you to put that information. Learn from the past. Of course, before you put down things for growth, we have to prepare what we have, preparing that soil. So learning from the past, good things, lessons, gratitude. I do like that it takes a slant in the positive direction. You don't want to think about things that didn't work, not necessarily, but things you've learned from and challenges. It's very well phrased. This has never changed. This looks like exactly what it did several years ago when I used it. The colors did change, though. I believe that family used to be pink, changed it now to this bright little sunny yellow, and then community is just a shade darker. So that looks great. And they always leave you an empty box in which you can always put your own evaluation of whatever part of your life you'd like to. What the great things about that I love about Cultivate What Matters Power Sheets is they give you lots of examples. You've noticed within just me scrolling here that there are lots of examples, and those are all in these colored boxes. It's because sometimes when we're trying to evaluate things that we've done, it's a very overwhelming, and sometimes giving a little bit of example could spark some interest and some flowing of some of that idea generation. So naming what matters, what and wouldn't have mattered, what you want more and less of, your yes and no boxes. So it's striving for you to get more bold with your decisions. Now is the time that you've done all of that pre-prep work. Now we're going to move into the goals section. Grow what lasts longer than you, making your year purposeful. There's a little contract to yourself. And then now you get to brainstorm your goals. You've gone to a different brainstorming section, which is brainstorming the life you'd like. And now you can focus on your goals. This is a great place for you to just jot down several per each. Now, you don't obviously have to fill in all of these blocks unless you really want to. If you have a dead set on focusing on one sole goal, this would be the spot you would write that in there. I love how that is broken down right here. The goals that stick are the ones that are broken down the most. So if you have an overarching goal like they have for examples these two examples here, we've got a friendships and finances. And these are really great examples of how you would break down each goal into making those being lasting, successful things in your life. Now this is where you write your final goals, and then these little boxes, this is for stickers. I do have other stickers that would fit in here from years past. Most of these stickers haven't changed over the years, and so I'm excited about using these in this planner as well. I do have lots of different parts that work very well in this planner, and I love how they always are very similar with the colors, so everything matches year after year. This is literally from 2020, so it's lasted quite a while, and the colors are just the same. If you don't have the stickers, you can certainly use a marker or just write in the area of life you'd like to work on in the goal. It's time to bloom where you are planted. So now that you've established your goals, this is your green flag to get going on how you're going to achieve them with your action plan. It is a repetitive steps. I believe there's 8 2-page sets here that you can take your goal and write your yearly goal and make the steps that you need to be making progress on. And then we have different season 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, you can use this quarterly, but you could start this literally right now if you wanted to. You just go through all of these action step pages and then start, with your quarter 4 goals, and then work your way around to the beginning. So there are several of these. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So those are all of your goal action plan pages. And obviously you can do it for one of the 7 they've provided, and then an additional one for a goal of your choosing. Pace yourself for success. Rome wasn't built in a day, and sometimes our goals take a lot longer than we think. So these are the seasons. These are the quarters that they talk about. I love how they're calling it seasons. And so you can obviously start this in season 4 or quarter 4 if you want to, and then work your way backwards. That's what I like about this. You can put this down and pick it up at any season whatsoever and get started again. Make it easy to remember. This is for your a word of the year. Brainstorm your word, and then here's your nameplate to put that in there. You can also use one of the provided gold foiled cards. This would be something that you would put your word of the year on, and then you could go ahead and put this somewhere where you'll see it all the time, so it would remind you of all of that in your daily life, day to day. Collage, sketch, or paint, or sticker your version for your year here. This would be more of like a vision board, and you have a dot grid page and a blank page, and this is just gorgeous on its own. I love it. Live it out. You've uncovered what mattered, and now you're going to break it down into smaller goals. So this is where you can have a bunch of resources. You can scan the QR code. They do offer paid courses if you're interested in diving deeper within the goal sets. Now, one of the things that I love very much about the Powersheets is called the tending list. When you are planting your garden and you have that and you're growing something, you want to make sure that you take care of it. And so this is what your tending list is, where you're reviewing your goals, I'm putting down your action steps, and then you're making sure that those things happen. So a tending list is something that you're going to have for every single month. So, and here's a nice little soft landing spot if you are having trouble getting your started or thinking that your things aren't going the way you wanted them. This is a great place to come back and really refocus, and this will help you a lot with that. And then here comes the tabs. Every single one of these tabs is gold foiled. It is reinforced, and it's on sturdy coated cardstock. All good things start with one step. So within each month, the process is the same and everything looks the same as you move on through the months. So in January, you're gonna have your to-dos, your goals, your calendar, and your mind. Now you're gonna not put everything on your calendar, but anything of that is big and highlighted, and that will impact your goal setting. So this is a really nice little spot down here. You're reevaluating these areas of life that you're interested in and putting a score in there for each one of them at the start of the month. You do have a monthly section here. So it is dated January 2026. There is a dot grid section over on the side. And then a core truth. This is something I've not seen before. Any day can be a fresh start. It's basically like a quote. And in this is where you would break down your goals. Say that you want to, by the end of January, declutter your basement. You're gonna put several different sections of your basement into each week. You don't wanna leave everything to the end. So the calendar is right here, right up front, is really helpful if you need to have that sort of visualization of breaking things down. Little by little progress. It explains everything about how to be successful in that by setting a timer, stacking your habits. I know that is something that's been very popular with Atomic Habits with James Clear, and it's nice to have that information in here as well. Now we have routines. Routines are a really great way to build habits. Routines really do work if you make them a part of your daily schedule. Which brings us to this. I am a proponent of your ideal schedule every single quarter. My season of life changes every single quarter, so it's nice to see you have the opportunity to work on your weekly rhythm. Now we get to our tending lists for January. We're going to break down our goals on this page, and then this tending list, this is something that is perforated, and what you would do is just fold that over, and then you can rip it out every single month. But it has a list of your monthly goals and the progress. There's many different ways to do this. You could do like one of those loading, bars and how far you've gotten. You can put a number of stars, put stickers, put a number of dots, lots of different ways to represent that. And then you have action items or rhythms or routines that would happen every single week, and here is where you would put your daily action items. I love how they have them broken down so you can see how many weeks there are in a month, as well as the partials. So that's always very helpful, so you can know what day of the week you're getting started. And then the month in review. This is at the back of the tending list. You can obviously go through all of this, add pictures if you're wanting to, and then you can keep this in here. Or again, I told you can certainly rip this out and put it somewhere prominent, so your tending list can always be with you, even if you're in a different planner system. And then this just repeats on and on as the months go along. You've got your February calendar, your break it down, and then your tending list. But when March happens, because it's the end of the first quarter, there's a few extra actionable items that you can work on. So you have your March calendar, your breakdown, and your tending list. And this is when you do your goal refresh. That's within your goal refresh, you're going to go ahead and look at some of your life evaluations, put in your numbers, what your previous community score is, and then what you would score it now. So that is what this is. And then you could write your reason why that score has changed. Then keep moving forward. You're going to make a plan on what works, what didn't work within here. And this is when you're refreshing your goals, is write your previous goal here. And then on this page, you would take, if that goal wasn't aligned with where you are currently, you can write a refreshed goal over here. So it has space for all 8 of those. Then your routine reset. Usually when the seasons change or the quarterly part of my life changes, there is a nice little morning, evening, and weekend routine. And then you have your notes section. Again, like I said before, every quarter I like to go in and refresh my ideal week. And then you've got another notes page at the back. This is just a pink dot grid. And then it just repeats from here. So April, you should have just the April calendar, the tending list, the breakdown, and the month in review. May will be the same way. And then June, that's when the end of your next quarter is. So you'll have your June, then your month, you'll break down and tending list, and then you have your refresh pages once again. These don't change over the course of the quarters. You'll have them in the months of March, June, September, and December. The only thing that changes is the color of this last page. At the end of September, here are your quarterly pages again. And at the end of December, you won't see a refresh because you've at the end of the year. You've got your year in review, and it's like, again, a little path and things you can write in here to make sure that your year in review was just as you had imagined it to be. There are a few notes pages in the back, 1, 2, dot grid, 3 dot grid, and then you have your you did it. This year is you. Just a point of note, every page is numbered. So if you do want an index, you're certainly welcome to do that. You can add it to the front page. You can certainly cover up this page and put an index if that's something you're interested in. So then you can easily reference things, or you could put in sticky notes or tabs if you wanted to, especially for your goals page. I tend to do that when I get all finished. I'll put a tab on my finished goal page, wherever that is. There it is right there. I'll put a tab right here. So now then it would be front and center in my planner. If you want to look at any of those old videos that I've done, I'm very much looking to refreshing them, but it really does have some good ideas. I've got letters to myself that I placed throughout the planner at the beginning of the year. So when I went to that certain month, I got a nice little note encouragement from myself that I had totally forgotten about. So that was always a pleasant thing. And I also did a really hefty goal breakdown of these pages, which certainly have changed since then. But then again, they haven't. Powersheets has been a perennial favorite of mine, and I'm very excited to bring it to you. If you are interested, you can use the links below or my coupon code, because I think you will really enjoy the Powersheets encompassing all of what life has to offer in one little neat package. Thanks so much for joining me, and I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.